So it's a pretty well known fact that when people are desperate, they are more likely to make Hail Mary moves or make mistakes. Like I said, they're desperate and they're willing to try anything. And that's why you have to watch out for law number 32 of Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, which is to play to people's fantasies. And touching on the beginning part of people being desperate and willing to throw Hail Marys is because in times like we're in right now, how things are really hard, and I've noticed this just by looking at life in general, is there's like a scammer index in a sense. The more that things get really bad in the economy or just in life, the amount of scammers go up. It's like how when you could tell how bad a hurricane is by the amount of Waffle Houses that are open, you can pretty much tell how bad the economy is by the amount of scammers. People are way more prone to scamming in crappier economies, and on top of that, people are more likely to fall for scams because of the desperation. And you may be asking how this plays into this law at all. Well, it's because scammers play into people's fantasies. They promise either a get rich quick kind of thing, or even if it's just some kind of weight loss, it's like, oh, it's just this magic pill. Well, I mean, now we have that. But like a decade ago, we didn't. Like it didn't really work out, but that's aside the point. My point is, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And you have to watch out for people playing into your fantasy, because if you can spin up a good tale, an amazing tale, something that sounds good, makes your heart all warm, promises you that things will get better, I would just be very careful and not believe what everyone says or what everything that person says. Look at whatever it is, whether it's a scam or the presidential election, like not for nothing, because we see that every 4 years is just big, tall tales of things being great. Put me in office because, I'm going to pave the roads with gold and no one's going to have to pay taxes, and we're going to have to, or I should say, we're going to all be rich, da da da. It goes on. But you get my point. The playing into fantasies is a big power move because you hit that emotional part of a person and you either get their greed or lust for the good old days or whatever it is, and people stop using their minds. They stop critically thinking about it because they're thinking about the glory or the gold that they're going to be getting in the future from either following this scam or this person, whatever the case may be. Apply it in your life. Pretty much the best way to handle this is just keep your head on your shoulders. Don't get desperate. Always use your critical thinking. Because whether the economy is good or not, there's always going to be scammers. There's always going to be someone with a silver tongue that can paint a beautiful picture and can make something seem so great. That's always going to be there. The real question is, are you going to fall for it or not? And aside from the critical thinking part, a really good way to protect yourself is to not look desperate. Don't act desperate. Don't tell people you're desperate. Even if you are, you have to keep a cool, calm, collected aura about you, for lack of better words. Sorry, it's near my bedtime. If you can't tell, I'm about to go to sleep soon. But keep cool, calm, and collected, because if someone sees you, even for example, just someone on the street, and this is like not really relevant to this, but like a pickpocket, for example, if they see you and you look nervous or whatever, you become a target, you stand out. It's even more so for scammers. They're like, oh yeah, that's an easy mark right there. Let me check this one out real quick. Could do that even with car salesmen. They could tell. It's like they smell it. They know that you're either desperate for, you don't never tell a car salesman you're desperate for a car, because then they know that they have the upper hand. They know that they can give you a crappier deal and you're more likely to take it. But that's enough from me. If you don't know me, my name is Brendan. This is The Lost Tribe. If you like this content, please consider hitting that like button. Leave a comment down below if you've ever had to protect yourself from this law, or if you have something to say about it, or if you have anything that you want me to cover. And if you made it this far, hit that subscribe button, because clearly you like the content. Once again, Brendan, Lost Tribe. Peace out.